Hey, it's been a long time, but I'm back. Wanted to just come and hop on real quick, just to kind of see where everybody's been at. Um, I've had a lot going on. My YouTube channel, it shut down. So I just want to kind of reconnect and see if I can go ahead and talk to you guys about anything you guys got on your mind when it comes to your credit. Want to make sure that what we're doing is going to be beneficial for you guys. So I wanted to just, like I said, I wanted to hop on and see what we can do, get accomplished today. Just talk about some things. Go ahead and hang tight for a sec. Um, I've been shut out of my YouTube channel for 3 years, so it's been a real long time. I want to get back active on this channel, so I wanted to go ahead and hop on. So just go ahead and I'm gonna kick back for a minute, see if anybody hops on. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and freestyle it. So here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and hop on, man. My name is Fred. For those of you guys don't know who I am, my name is Fred Livai. Been in the credit space since June of 2000. So coming up on my 25th year. Talk about things that are going on with the credit industry, trends that I've noticed over the years. And, just, like I said, I want to talk about some things, but I want to make sure that I keep you guys involved. So I'm just going to go ahead and just hang out for a minute, see if anybody hops on. If not, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and just freestyle. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some things, why I believe credit repair works in 2025. And then what we'll do is I'll talk about some things and I'll kind of go over some things, okay, in regards to what we're talking about. First thing, consumer protection awareness and what that is looking like. What we've done with our credit repair company is we have gone ahead and made drastic changes. What we've noticed over the past several years is that credit bureaus and furnishers, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing by law. There's Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, all these different laws that have been put in place to protect us as consumers. But they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not following the law to the T. They're reporting things that shouldn't be reported. There's all these things, right? So what we've done is we've taken a proactive approach to this. And what we've done is we started to introduce litigation arbitration to our services to try to help force these companies to do the right thing. So that's one of the things. Increased credit reporting errors. We see this all the time, right? You can look at 3 different credit reports and you'll see 3 different things reporting. They are not reporting accurately, and this is a big no-no, right? So what we've done is we've teamed up with attorneys across the nation to try to assist us in trying to get these bureaus and the furnishers to do what they're supposed to do, to comply with the law and report only accurate information that can be verified, right? Because if it's unverifiable, it should not be on the credit report. And we could send them proof that that what they're reporting isn't correct. They'll come back and say that the information has been verified from the furnishers, right? So you have the furnishers saying it's the credit bureau's fault. The credit bureau saying it's the furnisher's fault. Whose fault is it, right? So bring everybody to the table and let's sort this out in court, right? So that's kind of the things that we're doing, right? Why credit repair works in 2025. alternative credit building tools are readily available, right? So you have different types of tools that you could use to manipulate your credit report. There's things that you can do to help boost your scores. A lot of times people come to start services with our company, right? And even other companies that may be out there, they come to start services. And all you have to do is, if you don't have open credit cards, you can go ahead and start putting money down as a deposit and use that deposit as your credit limit. So this one is going to help create an account so you can start building your credit profile. Two, once that account is open, now you're starting the history, right? Three, you can manipulate it with low usage, right? So credit utilization or credit usage is how much of the balance, how much of that credit limit are you using? You know, what is your balance compared to the credit limit? Say, for example, you have a $1,000 credit limit, you put $1,000 down as a deposit to use towards your credit limit, and you have a $135 balance, you're using 13.5% of that credit limit. That's your utilization ratio. You want to keep that below 7%. What we do is we recommend our clients to just keep it under 20, right? Keep it under 20%, meaning $200. You know, if it's over that amount, just pay it down to that amount before they report to the credit bureau. So you want to find out what that date is and then just get that taken care of, right? Why credit repair works in 2025. We're going to talk about credit repair and coaching models, but they just perform better, right? You have people out here who are teaching things, but you got to make sure that whoever you're following, they're teaching the right things, right? Because there's a lot of false information out there. You want to make sure that the information that they're giving you is in fact accurate, right? You'll hear a lot of things, a lot of people talking about credit sweeps. Anytime you hear something about a credit sweep, you'll make sure that you run the opposite direction. You don't want to deal with that company. More than likely what they're doing is they're filing false police reports or affidavits that you've been sex trafficked, right? These are the things you want to stay away from. Two, you want to make sure that whoever you're dealing with, that if your state requires a bond, you want to make sure that they are bonded, right? Because if they're not bonded, they're not operating in compliance with the Credit Repair Organization Act, or CROA, all right? So just make sure that whoever you deal with, you're dealing with things, right? What we've done is we've introduced budgeting into our program because we want to make sure that whatever you're doing with your credit, that you budget for what that is, right? And what does that look like? Like I said at the beginning of this video, I've been doing credit, I'm going on 25 years in this industry, in this space. And the one common denominator that I found over the years is that people don't have a proper budget in place. They typically start having late payments. And why are they having late payments? Is because they're running out of money, right? Their budget isn't in place. So we just want to make sure that whatever it is, that you are budgeting properly to make sure that you can afford the things that you're actually buying, okay? And another thing, increased demand for home ownership or funding access, things like cars or people just wanting credit cards. So these are the things that you want to look for. You want to make sure that, if you're looking at trying to purchase a home or buy a car, that you are giving yourself enough room, right? Giving yourself enough time, because it's not an overnight process. Credit repair there's a strategy behind credit repair if you're dealing with the right company, right? So you want to make sure that the strategies are put in place, that you have the proper amount of time to go ahead and move forward with getting the types of results that are needed to help get you qualified, okay? And then why is credit repair failing in 2025? One-size-fits-all disputes are flagged by credit repair agencies, credit reporting agencies. So when you send a dispute letter to the credit bureaus, there's a machine that reads these letters, right? It's an OCR, it's an optimal character recognition. So it scans the letter and reads it and applies a 2 to 3 digit code in regards to why you're disputing something. Now, a lot of times you're dealing with templated letters, right? And what a template letter is everybody's using the same thing. If you're getting these things from the internet, you have everybody using the same thing. The credit reporting agencies, the credit bureaus, they see this information and they flag it, right? So a lot of times you'll see things come back and just say that the information that you're disputing has been verified by the creditors. Okay. 2, failure to address the root problem. Like, why are you disputing this? A lot of times there's going to be a very cookie cutter, this doesn't belong to me, right? Whereas that's not what credit repair is. Credit repair is taking a look at what's being reported on the credit report. And when you look at the credit report and see what's being reported, you look at the discrepancies found on there. You'll find a lot of discrepancies if you look hard enough and know what to look for. A lot of times people are just using the software. The software does everything for the person, so to speak, right? So if you're not physically looking at the credit report and you're trying to just let the software read everything, you're not going to get a full picture. Unless you're actually reviewing everything in real time, side by side, you might have false readings, right? That's why when you deal with us, what we do is we pull not only from the credit monitoring, but we also pull annual credit reports, because we want to make sure that we're getting the most accurate and up-to-date information possible. So that way we can go ahead and review the differences between all 3 bureaus. Okay, let's see. Consumer impatient and unrealistic expectations. Like I said, a lot of times people want overnight results, and it doesn't work that way. It didn't take you overnight to mess up the credit report. It's not going to take us overnight to fix the credit report. Do we have fast results? Sometimes we do. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes it takes some going back and forth, right? We have to make sure that we are dealing with these companies and doing what we can do. We are unable to lie. We can't lie on your behalf. So we don't do that because we're strict with the Credit Repair Organizations Act. So we comply with CROA, right? That's one of the things that's going to, if you're dealing with somebody who's promising these quick results, results in 30 to 45 days, we're going to have everything cleaned up. Like I said, they're going to get you in trouble. Stay away from them. That's all I can really say about that. Okay. Over-promising by unlicensed companies. Like I said, if they don't have a bond, if they're required to have a bond in your state, be careful. You have a lot of people on social media, especially TikTok now, where people are going through and just making these videos and trying to tell you guys, this is how you do something. I laugh at most of the videos I see, I tell you, because they'll say some stuff that's just so outlandish. All I can do is laugh, right? I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. A lot of times these people they're running a scam. They want to take that money, charge you $1,500, $2,000 up front, and then they're nowhere to be found. So keep an eye on that. Okay, and lack of compliance and documentation. So a lot of times people will say, "Oh, I don't remember that account," or this or that, right? If you have verification that what you're saying is correct, that helps add to what we're doing for you, right? So sometimes your credit report might report late payments. If you're reporting late payments, but you've actually paid those months, provide verification. We could send that to the bureau, say, hey, look, you're saying we're late during these months. Here's proof of payment. Here's proof that they cashed a check on this date. That's going to help strengthen our case and weaken theirs. And if we have to go that litigation route, then possibly, we forward that information to the attorney for review. So just wanted to hop on. Like I said, I'm back. I've been locked out of my account for over 3 years now. So I wanted to hop on, reintroduce myself, and try to help answer any questions. I see nobody hopped on, but I'm here to help talk to you guys, walk you through it, and talk you through it. So that being said, when you guys do watch this video, if you made it this far, I appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will reach back. Have a good one.